sheet is dressed, the rocks are in place. It's time for late morning curling action here from the Oakville Curling Club as we bring you this live broadcast of 2022 U18 Canadian Championships. My name is Andrew Jenny. I'm joined in the booth today by Morris Wilson, who is a national mentor coach with Curling Canada at this event. Morris, how are you doing this morning?
Just great, Andrew. Thanks. It's terrific to be here today with you.
Well, we're thrilled to have you here in the booth, and we're looking forward to hearing some of your knowledge that you can impart upon us, as I'm sure that you've got lots of good stuff. We're already underway here. We're wasting no time, and our feature match here between Northern Ontario number 1 and Saskatchewan number 2. Going through our rosters, Saskatchewan number 2 is skipped by Braden Heistad. Throwing third is going to be Logan Sawicki. Throwing second stones is Andy Lloyd, and rounding out at lead is Ryder Helmekshi. And coached by Dustin McCush out of the Highland Curling Club in beautiful Regina, Saskatchewan. And you can see there as that draw comes right into the 12-foot. Going through the roster for the Northern Ontario rink, skipped by Dallas Burgess, who has the broom down right there in the center of your screen. Throwing third is Jackson Dubinsky. Second stones delivered by Matt Dizer. And rounding out that lineup is Braden Sinclair throwing lead, and that is coached by Brian Burgess. Two very capable teams here in our late morning draw. Second draw of the day of a 5-draw day here at the 2022 U18 National Championships. What an event so far, eh, Morris? Holy smokes.
Yeah, a very busy day today, too. And that 5-draw day will be quite a challenge for the Oakville Curling Club and the ice makers to keep up with that.
Control, you got it.
Yeah, certainly will be an interesting experience. It's quite busy in here, but with 42 teams, there's always a little bit more balance to take into account.
Yep.
Should be a good battle of the green teams.
Yeah, you're right. I never even considered that. The Kelly green and yellow, befitting champions of the Northern Ontario rink.
Okay.
And the classic Saskatchewan green on the sleeves of Saskatchewan number 2. They do mute those uniforms a little bit more for the number 2 representatives, but certainly still a wonderful piece of clothing to add to your collection if you're a champion curler.
It's an amazing thing to be able to wear that heart on the front of your jacket. That's the thing that all competitive curlers aspire to receive. So.
Absolutely. You know, the feeling of your provincial crest on your back or the heart on your chest is it definitely has a little bit of extra weight when you're out there throwing and keeps it on the back of your mind.
Yeah.
But exciting for these young athletes, as all of them are under 18 years old, and easy to lose sight of that. They're all so talented, they make this game look real easy. Andy Lloyd delivering now. Looks like we're going to have a nice clean first here. Most teams have been employing this strategy throughout the week. They're seeing the first stone get lobbed into the house and kind of banking some time, running the pebble up and down. That rock is on the nose and sticks around on the wing.
Yeah, it's certainly been interesting watching just the skill set of these young curlers and the amount of time and dedication they put into it to this stage of their careers. And, the ability to rise to the occasion under these circumstances.
It is a challenge at all times.
Wow. I just turned it upside down.
Looks like we got a little bit of a reprieve here on our sheet.
I just have to get aggressive to it.
Looks like we've trying to get to the bottom of this one for you. Oh, a broken rock handle. Look at that. Holy smokes. Yeah, sometimes that'll happen if you're trying to move the stone with your broom, and it can just pop the top right off it. Certainly nothing malicious there, but wow, quite a technical timeout.
Interesting start to the game.
I think the boys need to skip the gym next time. They might be a little too strong for their own good. That's okay. The officials are going to come and sort this one out. In the meantime, Morris, can you describe a little bit more about your role as a national mentor coach here at this event?
Well, Andrew, this is my first attempt at doing this as well. And I'm kind of in training this week as well. But the role itself is set up to assist coaches and the players, particularly at an event like this where some of them, this will be their first taste of a national championship. So I'm kind of filling in, helping them with advice that I have. We're also conducting professional development sessions back at the hotel as well. So we're offering 6 of them through the course of the week, and the coaches can attend, and even some of the parents that are coaching as well, they're welcome to attend as well and collect PD points towards the certification process. Then I try to be available at the hotel and at the club to discuss any issues they may have or offer advice if it's asked for, and just help out with things like that. And then we also help with we have coaches' lounges and players' lounges available and make ourselves accessible at those venues as well. And that's basically, I'm kind of learning as I go along.
Yeah, and it's a valuable resource for these young teams. A lot of these players, this is their, like you said, it's their first time at a national championship. It can be a little bit overwhelming, and always keeping the youth development angle at the forefront in these sort of situations. And take a screenshot of that. That'll be a nice little desktop background.
It's not something you see every game, is it?
That's
a memory
good.
they'll always have.
Yeah, no kidding. Yeah, it's a great story for back home. Yeah, so strong. I just snapped the handle right off.
Yeah, cut back in the gym time.
Yeah, exactly. This Northern Ontario rink of Dallas Burgess, represented by Skip Dallas Burgess. They're actually the Northern Ontario representative at the recently passed 2022 New Holland Canadian Junior Championships, and that's an under-21 event. So this is an experienced rink. They decided that they could take another stab at the U18s as they all qualify age-wise, and they went 3-5 in Stratford at the New Holland Juniors, so they can certainly bring their experience to this event, and I figure they'll be competitive late in the week.
Yeah, interesting too. It'll be I'm sure father and son combo there too. That always lends itself an interesting dynamic with any team situation.
Yeah, it's quite a prevalent one as well. You'll see a lot of parent coaches, especially at a U18 event. Makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, I noticed I spoke to this team last night at dinner, and they have some interesting logistics they have to go through as well too, because 3 of the boys are still up in Thunder Bay, and Matt, the advice, he's attending Ryerson, or now Toronto Metropolitan University. So.
Yeah,
so that's quite a distance to.
That's not a short flight either.
No.
Yeah, logistical issues are always interesting to cope with on any curling team. And look at that, we got a brand new handle. Many thanks to the ice crew here at the Oakville Curling Club.
Actually, it was quite quick.
That was very quick for a technical timeout. Not too bad. Matt Dyser now, he's going to finally settle in, maybe being a little bit more careful with that handle. And he'll deliver.
Yeah, we're good. Control up. Please. Yep. Yep. All right, you got it. Whoa. Girl. Please. Good. Attaboy.
That'll be just off the nose with a slight inside flip. No frost accumulating, and
Normal.
very nice delivery there from Dyser.
The delay didn't seem to have any effect on that delivery.
Yeah. Normal up. No.
This is Andy Lloyd now for Team Saskatchewan.
How much are we hitting?
Looks like we're in store for quite an open end, although that changes things.
Yeah, stayed on the high side and actually just kicks that yellow stone a little bit further back, but closer to the center line. And Northern Ontario with hammer in this end are going to take this golden opportunity to split the house. Northern Ontario earning the last stone rights by virtue of the draw to the pin, where they came top of the button. It was a very nice draw.
So I guess I referred earlier that Matt was the vice. He's the second on the team. So.
Sweepers are taking care of this one. They seem very comfortable with the weight. And that'll slip just a smidge deep, but it's in the house, it's in play. It's a successful stone there for Northern Ontario.
like an 8 or 9. 8, okay, just roll this way.
So a hit now being tasked to Logan Sawicki. And that roll to the left-hand side is pretty imperative on this shot, as he delivers.
Bob!
Roll, close.
Yes, yes, yes!
Yep.
Hard! Hard! Okay.
Now we'll overcurl a little and catch the stone on the low side. Spills the shooter out, but shot stone remains Northern Ontario on the far left-hand side of your screen in the full 12.
Okay, I like it.
A little unfortunate there for Saskatchewan. I'm sure they would have loved to have stuck their shooter around.
Yeah, this will allow Northern Ontario a little more separation and make the doubles that much harder.
Jackson Dubinsky now.
I like it. There. Back
All
there.
T.
T line. T. Back 4.
Both teams do get a pregame practice here, so the sheet is
Back 4.
run up and down fairly well. There's probably not too many sharp paths left in the pebble, but a little different when you're throwing in practice versus in a game situation. And we've seen very slick conditions here all week long.
Yeah, the ice crew's been amazing. It's a great facility, and Scott Foster and Scott Muir do a great job.
Yeah, they are excellent and very well known in Ontario curling circles. As you can find them doing the ice at a lot of major championships, including the Ontario Tankard.
Absolutely.
So Wiki now his second. That rock will overcurl. Little tricky here for the Saskatchewan rink. Can't seem to stick their shooters around.
And a lot of half shots happening in this end.
Yeah, first end, maybe some jitters or maybe just sort of getting comfortable with the ice. Either way, lots of curling left and a lot of time to get acclimated. Dubinsky now with his second.
A little more. Didn't think so. Back 4. Just to your broom. Back 4. Okay, back 4. Looks like it's running. A little bit, maybe. Whoa. 14-8. 14-8. Line's good. Whoa. Let's see. You're good.
So that's definitely a nice speed for first end.
Really good.
14-8 hog to hog.
I would take 14-8 in the fifth end if I could.
And obviously that's a little more than 3 feet past the tee line, so it's probably at plus 15 to the tee.
Yeah, certainly slick conditions, but we call that sweeper's ice. And the sweepers can really make the rock dance and can have a great impact on the shot result. That's a great spot to place that stone too, nice and level with their shot stone in the back. There's no natural double available.
Super flat, even to roll over.
And a very next to impossible hit and roll over.
Might have some sort of roll.
Yeah, that you're almost guaranteed to roll behind just because of how long that roll is. So Saskatchewan electing to play the clockwise rotation here at the shot stone on the left side of your screen.
You got it. 9.
It's Braden Heisted settling into the hack.
Nice 9 here, guys. Yep.
Confirming the weight with the sweepers. As he'll deliver.
9. Yep. Hard rider, hard.
Hard rider.
Hard rider, hard.
Really hard rider.
Hard rider, hard. Yep.
Okay, whoa.
Whoa. We're off.
Yeah, that one will overcurl. So,
Yeah, the ice is proving to be a tough read for them in this first end.
yeah, it is very sensitive out there. I had the pleasure of curling on this particular surface about 2 weeks ago, and you can really impact the rock not only with release, but with how much weight you're throwing and change the break point entirely. So,
If we're high, leave it high.
very precise stuff.
Just throw that T-line weight and we'll drag it back there. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, and for both these teams, this is still early in the week, and they've been out and throwing a number of shots, but I'm sure depending on the time of the day, sometimes the ice can be a little bit different than it is from evening draw to morning draw and so on. So they'll be just learning as they go.
Yeah, it always takes a little bit of time to get comfortable, and with so many teams, there are 42 teams at this event. Some teams didn't even get to play their first game until last night, even despite the fact that the event began on Sunday evening. So there's a lot of adjustment, and usually takes a game or two just to even get comfortable out there. And Northern Ontario pleading with this rock to stop as it'll grind to a halt in the back of the 12-foot.
Sorry, that's a good throw.
So double available here for Saskatchewan as the Northern Ontario offering does slip deep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you got it. Take your time.
Just I noticed the graphic said Brendan Rogel, but that was Dallas Burgess throwing that last rock.
Yeah, it certainly was. I'm not sure who got the better end of that deal. I'm not sure if Dallas wants to be vice versa, but maybe we'll put up Brad Pitt next time.
That's right.
Maybe he'll take that deal.
You got it.
So a natural double here for Saskatchewan available to them. Maybe get them out of a little bit of trouble here in the first end. Brayden Heistad. His final stone here in the first.
Heel. Yep. Whoa. No.
And that'll be on the high side and actually spill away.
Opportunity for a draw for 3.
Yeah, golden opportunity here for Northern Ontario. They've already got their 2 secured and pending some sort of horrible disaster. I don't see that changing. Easy breezy draw for 3 with backing, and he just threw this, so I'm sure Dallas will be keen to get a free look at a draw here as well. And you always love when your skip gets a couple of draws early in the game. You know, they can get acclimated, and they might need to hold on to that draw weight for the latter ends. Opportunity now from Northern Ontario. Final stone in the first. Sweepers are comfortable with the weight. As you can see, they put a broom down right away just to make sure no picks, no funny stuff.
Just keep it nice and clean.
Absolutely.
We're just team. Whoa.
It's always music to their ears. Let's hear that word T-line.
Yeah, easy breezy. It'll actually skate to the back of the 8-foot, so take note of that one. A big score of 3 in the first end for Northern Ontario with the hammer. A nice conversion there. 3-0 our score as we'll proceed to the second. This is 2022 U18 Canadian Curling Championships from the Oakville Curling Club. A great shot there of our fans in the stands. This building has been jam-packed full of fans all week, today being no different. They're a little quieter today. Maybe they're a little tired from cheering so loud for 2 days already.
That may be.
It's tough work being a curling fan.
It's been fun talking to people from all parts of the country. I hail from far and wide to come to Oakville for this week.
Yeah, and a big thank you to the Oakville community, and especially the Oakville Curling Club, who are just going around the clock to ensure that this event is running smoothly, and we really do appreciate their hospitality. Felt nothing short of welcome.
Yeah, the organized committee's done a terrific job.
Braden Sinclair now throwing lead stones for Northern Ontario. He'll get us started here in the second.
Heavy. Third tight, top 4. There. Okay, little back. Really gliding. Little back.
We might see this sheet actually speed up a little as the game progresses.
14-1.
14-1, hot dog confirmed.
Should be pretty much through.
Yeah, it'll be a little strong, and Heistad on the sweep now, trying to drag this stone all the way through, and is successful in that endeavor.
1.
So a bit of an unforced error there, but
You got it.
certainly nothing to panic about.
I guess we're doing double center or double corner.
We're going double.
Ryder Helmexi now.
One.
3.
3. 3-12. 3-4.
See Ryder point to the ceiling almost as soon as he released it, saying this one might be a little spicy. Not a brush laid to it yet. It'll drift into the house, so now they're going to try and drag it as deep into the house as possible.
Nothing to worry about.
Nah, plenty of game left in the second end. You know, you can afford to make a few little mistakes like that, and hard to really call it a mistake. You just pivot your strategy a little and carry on. Sinclair now, his second.
Whoa, whoa. Whoa, girl. Hard. Hard, yeah. Hard.
What a mistake like that does do for the controlling team, especially in this situation, is it allows them to play an open end, although that hit and roll out changes things a little bit.
Yeah, hitting rocks on the nose being a little bit tricky there. That's a great shot of that Saskatchewan jacket. Really like that graphic on the back as well.
It is, yeah, very colorful.
Absolutely.
Down.
Helmexy now.
Down. One.
Certainly made an adjustment.
Keep it moving.
Sweeping to make this one curl as well.
Straight. One. Get over.
Yeah, that's coming hard off the line.
Oh, it'll actually pull up a little short of the hog line. So maybe an over adjustment there, and both teams still getting acclimated. This is a tricky surface. Matt Dyser now for Northern Ontario.
T. Line's a little tight. T right now. Top four. Needs to come down. Top four. Line's good. Line's good. Yep. Sterling. Dip. Hard boys. Dip. Good. Good.
Yeah, very nicely done.
Just a smidge tight. Yeah.
Northern Ontario with a 3-0 lead, happy to play in the house for sure.
Yeah, most certainly. You know, when you're up that many, and it is still early, it's always nice if you can just play a clean end. You don't want too much traffic manifesting and creating problems for yourself.
Two guards. 1, 2. Keep kicking.
Andy Lloyd now.
2 guards.
We'll remind everybody with U18, it's an 8-end game too, not our customary 10 ends in competition that we used to seeing. So
That's 16-2.
And it really does change the dynamic of things. You know, the early ends sort of drift away much faster, and really forces you to be a little more expedient about when you're going to be aggressive and when you're going to score, what ends to blank. Had a great discussion last night in the booth with Landon Rooney, who's going to be representing Canada at the World Championships, the World Junior Championships next year. And we were talking about when is the right time to be aggressive, when's the right time to blank a few ends, and he had a lot of wisdom in that for a U21 player, so the future of Canadian curling definitely in good hands.
absolutely. Very experienced young man too, who also threw 4th rocks at this year's Ontario Men's Tankard, and they carried themselves very well and performed at extremely high level for a young team. So.
Yeah, played in a couple of those tankards, and I tell you what, there are no gimmies in those. Every game is a battle.
Yeah. You got it.
So full credit to him, you know.
Yeah, valuable experience playing in environments like that and on arena ice.
Lloyd now, his second.
Now, this event is being played in a curling club, but Oakville Curling Club, the ice is very close to what arena ice is like.
It's closer to arena ice than it is club ice.
Absolutely.
That is for certain.
And you do have the distraction of a live crowd out there, too, close to you. So.
Yeah, and I think, you know, if you've never played with fans on the ice before, it's a completely different dynamic. It really does change how you approach the game. There's a lot of other additional noise. It forces you to be very focused on the task at hand.
Play. Yep. Control.
Dubinsky now, his first.
Whoa, girl. Hard. Yep. Set.
That'll be just on the high side, and it'll roll to the edge of the 12. A great shot there.
They're whipping these things. Good.
Northern Ontario lying 2. No guards to speak of.
Yeah.
And another great thing about this event in particular is just how accessible the coaches are. You see both of them there on the backboards.
I like the roll.
And teams are actually encouraged to discuss with the coaches.
Yeah.
Very fundamental role in trying to develop these young teams.
Yes. And this may be the last year at a U18 event for the coaches to be calling timeouts. Going forward, they may be starting to model what they have been doing in both Alberta and Saskatchewan currently, and that is they will be having interactions. So your coaches are allowed up to 2 interactions per end. So you could have up to 4 interactions, and instead of timeouts, you have a total time clock, and you have time added to it.
It's an interesting approach.
I sat in a session yesterday, and they were discussing that, and the coaches seemed very much in favor of it. So, if we think about what it looks like with other sports, how basketball coaches can be right down the sidelines, or football coaches, baseball coaches, yelling instructions from the dugout to their players. Curling coaches have kind of been allowed to, they've had to kind of sit on their hands a lot for a number of years. And now, especially at this U18 level, this should be a learning time. And they actually are finding that it's probably saving time during the course of the games are quicker. Because now the onus is on the coach as well to be part of the time management process, not just the players.
Yeah, definitely an interesting approach. Very nice little Fred Astaire impression there from Dallas Burgess.
Great footwork.
Yeah, no kidding. And by virtue of a really nice hit and roll a couple shots ago, we now have a blank house. So that's good news for the Saskatchewan rink, because I'm sure they're changing gears thinking, hey, we should probably blank this end.
Andy's rock.
Drawing to the wing would certainly be the first step in employing that strategy. This rock looks a little warm, but not too bad.
Yeah, hard Andy, hard guys.
Hard finish.
Hard finish, boys. One behind T.
One.
Right.
There we go. You could hear the team calling, one sweeper behind T-line, as that is a rule, but I don't think that second sweeper really came into effect too much. That rock was basically stopping.
Yeah.
But good for them for respecting the rules.
Well, it shows they're fully engaged, and attention to detail wins championships.
It sure does. And that can be a difference maker for a lot of teams. So a lone Saskatchewan stone is our shot rock here in the second end. Saskatchewan does have hammer. Nice shot of Dubinsky there as he's hashtag fear the moose on the back of his hat. Burgess now, his first.
Whoa. Play. Dip.
I haven't heard many moose calls yet.
Whoa.
Yeah, you're right. I haven't seen any buckets or anything like that. That'll be on the nose.
Real nice.
Heard lots of them in Stratford and a heck of a lot of them in Thunder Bay at this year's Scotties.
And I'm sure as the week goes on, we'll hear more and more of it.
Oh, undoubtedly. Yeah, it's still early. And Northern Ontario commanding a lot of respect in these national championships. Always a little spooky to play against a Northern Ontario rink because it's an extremely strong association with a lot of very talented curlers.
Yes, for a small population, Noka does a good job with their athletes.
Yeah, seeing a lot of success.
Both the teams from Thunder Bay and Sudbury here at this championship on the men's side, and both of those communities are very, very strong in the curling community.
Absolutely. Sudbury, a wonderful city as well. A great food city if you ever want to visit. Tons of great restaurants. This team representing the Kakabeka Falls Curling Club. Saskatchewan will actually hit and roll away. So it'll be a free look here for Northern Ontario. They're going to draw
I gave him his intern.
Looks like probably T-line on the 8-foot-ish, trying to give Saskatchewan a fresh look at a different path.
Okay, just be careful with the rings. Might run out. Yeah.
Final stone here for Northern Ontario in the second.
All there. Yeah. All there. All there. It's not bad. Don't touch it. Don't touch it. It's all there.
Hear that quick communication right away. It's all there.
Always helpful feedback for your sweepers if the thrower lets them know how they feel after that throw.
Yep, keep going, bud.
Yeah, they felt it was strong, but they're finishing the stone into a really good spot here. As that'll be.
Nothing to worry about.
Yeah, T-line full 8-foot.
I thought that was all there.
Good touch.
Absolutely, and really good habit if your sweepers can constantly refresh their memory thinking, well, I thought this was heavy. Have a second look. You know, throw that idea out, have a second look. Does it confirm? Does it stand up? It's like hitting F5 on your browser every couple 10 or 20 feet there when you're sweeping. So a lone Northern Ontario stone lies in the house here at the end of the second.
One behind T.
Saskatchewan with hammer. They'll be looking to blank this end, most certainly. Braden Heisted settling. He'll deliver. Final stone.
Yep.
Whoa. Yep. Yep.
Yep.
Yep.
Hard rider.
Clean.
Clean.
They will clean that out, and that'll stay on the high side and roll away for a very nice blank there for Saskatchewan in the second end. 2-0 our score. My apologies, 3-0 our score. As we'll proceed to the third in favor of Northern Ontario 1. This is the 2022 U18 Canadian Championships live from the Oakville Curling Club. A reminder that you can find Curling Canada on most major social media platforms, including Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, and Instagram. The handle is @CurlingCanada, where you can stay up to date on news, scores, and more. And if you want live scoring, you can always go to curling.ca/scoreboard. You can pick any event that we have active right now. If you want to find this event, we've got them sorted by boys and girls. You just click on those, pick whatever feature match you want, and those scores will update live. So you can just leave that browser window open and come check the scores every so often. Underway now in the third. Braden Sinclair getting us started. Saskatchewan retaining hammer by virtue of the blank in the third end. And speaking with Landon last night, he said that if you blank that second end, you actually don't mind blanking the third and then trying to go for 2 in the fourth. You know, scoring in the even ends, especially in an 8-end game.
Good judge, boys.
Now, Landon also has the luxury of 10 ends. These guys don't.
That is a very valid
point. Just a reminder
point.
to Saskatchewan.
Absolutely, a very valid point, Morris.
You got it.
Saskatchewan understanding the situation, and they're going to elect to throw a corner guard here.
Yeah. We should see a little more activity, a few more rocks in play this end.
That task will fall to Ryder Helmexi.
1-2. Where are we?
We're 1.
2.
1's good.
3.
Really vital rocks, these lead stones, especially with the 5-rock rule being employed here at this
This
event.
one's 3.
No. We're good. We're safe.
No. Okay.
And that'll be a tight guard on the corner.
Well-positioned rock.
It's a great shot of that right there. And the way that this ice is finishing, you know, nothing wrong with having a tighter stone to ensure that it's a little trickier to come around. Sinclair now, his second.
Top 12. Line's good. Top 12. Right to your room.
Northern Ontario happy to control the scoring zone situation with a 3-0 lead.
Where? Little deeper. Top 8. Line's good.
Yeah, they'll be happy to pack the control area. What would you describe as the control area, Morris?
Well, the control area
Not bad. Good job.
would be an area the width of the 4-foot circle, and probably extending out 6 feet in front of the top of the 12-foot. So 4 feet wide and 12 feet long.
You got it.
Would be control zone. So we're looking at guards in the zone 2 and zone 3 area, and then through zones 4 to 7.
Andy's rock.
Sage advice there from Mr. Morris Wilson.
Andy's rock.
2.
Saskatchewan not playing games at this point. They're going to employ a double corner guard.
Good shot.
And that's a certainly an aggressive move, but you'd love to see it. It's definitely going to promote some scoring. It's indicating that Saskatchewan's looking to get busy in this end.
Good shot, babe. Good shot.
Yeah, it's interesting the approaches that teams take. They've, of course, gone the double guard on the same side, and you see that far more often now than having corner guards on each side. So often, young teams especially, will put up corner guards and then never use them. They start to bail a little bit sooner. Now, that said, if Northern Ontario continues to control, now that rock was not exactly where they wanted it placed, but they continue to control, Saskatchewan will have to make a decision when they deal with those rocks in the 4-foot.
Certainly an opportunity now for Saskatchewan, as you heard the Northern Ontario sweeper saying, I think it picked up something and just got a bit and over curled. Andy Lloyd now for Saskatchewan.
Hard.
Golden opportunity to move some rocks around and roll a shooter.
Yeah.
Hard roll.
He'll bop it fairly close to nose, gets a slight flip to the wing. Trades a red stone for a yellow stone.
Roll.
Northern Ontario now going to respond in kind.
They're happy to trade rocks at the time.
Control. Yep.
Dizer now his second.
Hard. Hold it. You got it. Hard. You got it. Yep.
Hard, you got it.
Hard.
Hard, you got it. Hold it.
Hard. Yep.
Yep.
Hard.
Keep going.
Yep. Roll.
He'll hit that close to nose and flip back to the center line.
Very nice shot.
Yeah, really nice controlled weight there. Didn't overthrow it. Brought the sweepers into play. A great result.
Like it just grabbed a spot. I got that one going a bit. Okay, you're good.
That certainly has been one of the big improvements over the most recent years with U18 and prior to that bantam curling. It's just the use of the down weight hits. It used to be that the young players like to just go in and throw it as hard as you possibly could, and now they are becoming much smarter in terms of the selection of the weights that they're choosing.
Absolutely.
I attribute a lot of that to just good coaching too.
Is it open or no?
Both of these teams have very experienced coaches who are experienced as good players as well as well-trained coaches.
Yeah, and ensuring that your rolls end up in better spots now with the 4 and the 5 rock rule. I'm old enough to remember the old Moncton rule. Really becoming of paramount importance. So bringing that weight down and bringing the sweepers into play, like you said, has never been more valuable. Northern Ontario just by that guard. Great shot there as they'll attack that Saskatchewan stone.
You must have still been sleeping in the crib when the Moncton rule was on.
Well, you'd be surprised. I did play a couple of years of the 3 rock rule.
Good work.
Not, I was there for hot chocolate and Timbits. But two stones lying in the house here for Northern Ontario. Plenty of traffic out in front. And the likes of 2 Saskatchewan corner guards, slightly staggered.
Whoa. Needs to move.
Logan Sawicki now for Saskatchewan.
Not moving.
That'll run a little straight. Catch that Yellowstone thin. Does it have enough to punch it out of the house? It does.
Just out, yeah.
Yeah, maybe a little bit straight on the release, but
Weight was good.
definitely ran straighter than most of the stones we've seen. Either way, a lone solitary Northern Ontario stone is now the shot stone, and Northern Ontario exploring their options. They're going to elect to play a peel, maybe even a double peel.
Stayed straight, so I just need less size.
Just in the center line, though.
I think that rock on the edge should be able to play.
I hope that rock that's out of play doesn't come into play.
Dubinsky now.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Yep, whoa, whoa. Good.
He'll be thin across the top. Elect for a single peel and a good result.
I'll get rid of that one now.
There we go. Now we're talking.
Good housekeeping.
Very valuable skill. Easy to get caught up, you know, in a national championship. You can forget about the little things.
I'm sure it wouldn't be long until an official was telling them to remove it if they...
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Pair up.
If there's one thing I know about our officials at Curling Canada is that they are sharp and they will let you know. They're not shy about it. Sawicki offering is struck and rolls out.
I need less size.
Yeah.
So some adjustments still to be made here for the Saskatchewan ring because they really having a tough time sticking their shooters around on hits.
That one was just wide. The first one we need to do safe.
No need to panic though. Coach Dustin McCush definitely understands his role in getting these boys acclimated. And Dustin actually has a very important role with Curl Sask. And a big congratulations to him on his recently very successful Best in the West event, which just took place. That was a very fun event to watch, streamed here on Curling Canada's YouTube page and a few other channels as well. It was one heck of a spiel.
Yeah, the Western coaches were telling us yesterday at one of the PD sessions about this championship. It sounds very interesting, a different approach to it.
Yeah, really interesting stuff. I was speaking with Dustin last summer and before this game, and they said as one step at a time, of course, but they would love to expand that event. You know, with this being its inaugural season, but I can't think of anything better. That was just a fabulous event. So full credit to the organization team there for the Best in the West.
Absolutely.
Line's good.
Dallas Burgess' first stone here in the third.
Girl, if you can. Girl.
It's gotta go.
Yep.
Sweepers are going for weight.
Hard, boys.
And that'll pull up just short of the house.
Okay.
Missed opportunity there for Northern Ontario, as they would have loved to have been in the house and forced Saskatchewan to come after them, or at least think about it. With no stones in the scoring area, now Saskatchewan's got a free look at a draw.
Yeah, it's squishy.
This may be just what Saskatchewan needs to get themselves on track,
Full eight's good.
on the board.
Absolutely, and momentum, such an integral part of a successful curling game. Not only believing in yourself, believing in your teammates. Heisted settling in, ready to deliver his first stone here in the third.
Just a clean, just a clean, just a clean.
Her tight. Rider a
Rider's
little.
rock.
Top eight.
Rider a little. Rider.
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 Hard rider.
Hard rider.
Hard buddy.
Yep.
Hard rider. Hard rider. You got it. You got it. You got it.
got it.
Top four.
You got
They're by the traffic. Will it stop? Above the tee line. No. Slip a little deep. Saskatchewan fans still love it. They are out in numbers.
Making a lot of noise.
You love to see it. You know, every athlete I talk to about, hey, do you think the crowd noise is a distraction? Does it weigh on your mind? They all say, no. Bring it on. We love it.
If you just block the draw, like you can't.
I've heard many coaches through the course of this week just talk about some of the preparation they did before coming to this competition. And often, they turn up the music as loud as possible in the final preparatory practices, or, create distractions in order to get their athletes ready for what's going to happen when they arrive here.
Absolutely, and with 7 active sheets and a row of fans, it is a loud building.
And only to get louder as the week goes on.
Without a doubt. Burgess's second offering here in the third.
Whoa. Whoa. Girl.
The attempted run back is under-curled, so Saskatchewan with a free look for a draw for 2.
You got it.
And they just through this path should be
Same thing, guys.
an easy read.
Yeah, absolutely. Certainly would have been tempting for Northern Ontario to throw a little freeze on top of that stone, but they elected to throw a hit weight shot.
I think some of that's just playing the scoreboard. But however, this is still likely going to result in a 2. So.
Most certainly. So the momentum going the way of Saskatchewan here in the third end is they'll be looking to score 2 with Braden Heisted's final stone in the third.
Just a clean.
Felt similar.
Just got to touch it, clean.
Just a clean.
A little less.
I suppose, Andrew, with Northern Ontario's decision there, both shots had a great deal of risk to it, whether it's the freeze or the run back, and they just maybe felt that the reward would be better attempting the run back in that case.
Okay, we're good.
Yeah, oftentimes it's about what you think you can make and not what you will make.
Saskatchewan successfully gets there too.
Absolutely. A beautiful draw and a nice adjustment there from Braden Heistad as Saskatchewan finds the scoreboard. 3-2, Northern Ontario will still lead as we'll proceed to the fourth. We are live from the Oakville Curling Club in beautiful Oakville, Ontario in the Greater Toronto area. This is 2022 Under-18 Canadian Championships. Lovely day for some curling. Supposed to get some rain later today, though, so maybe a little bit more humidity might come into play, but nothing that our ice staff can't handle here.
They have extremely good infrastructure here. It's a well-insulated building and state-of-the-art dehumidification system.
Absolutely. And you'll see that sign on the left, the Oakville Curling Club, home of the world left-handers. That is a real competition.
A scary thought to have that many left-handers in one building, though.
Right? I'm sure they all love putting the broom down for themselves, though, so a little bit easier than playing with a predominantly right-handed team. So many great left-handed combinations. I can think of the mixed doubles team of Mark Kennedy and Val Sweeting already.
Absolutely. There's lots of great ones out there.
Northern Ontario up by 1. We'll have Hammer in the fourth end as we proceed to action. Ryder Hal Mexi getting us started with his lead stones here in the fourth.
Good throw, buddy.
Line's good. They're tight.
We're down.
Line's good.
One.
Hard, guys.
Keep it going.
Sweepers on this right away.
One.
Straight.
Hard low.
They are working this stone to get it over the hog line. Very nice sweep. Did it make it over?
Yes. No.
No, doesn't look like it. They'll kick and remove that from play. Real bummer there for Saskatchewan.
Not a nice feeling.
No, that does not. Never feels good hogging any rocks, let alone 2 in a game. Braden Sinclair for Northern Ontario now.
This one's looking a little toasty as well.
Yeah, it's just got to find some curl. Maybe it'll slow down. It certainly looks like it's going to land in the house. Yeah, skipper Dallas Burgess is going to come out and take a couple of licks. That'll stop full 8 foot.
2 guards.
I don't know. Not hitting.
So Saskatchewan got a decision to make now. Probably going to throw a center line guard.
Dallas looks like he has a little more experience sweeping than many skips.
Just
Yeah, I would agree. He's definitely got the technique down, so maybe he's got some experience.
A lot of dexterity, too.
No kidding.
Core strength.
Yeah, skips are a different breed, and they're certainly not exactly known for their sweeping prowess, but always nice when you can play on a team that has one.
There's an exception.
Very nice center line guard there, and a great adjustment from Mr. Helmekshi. Sinclair now, his second stone.
All there, I thought. Wait, it's real nice. Top 4. To your broom. Line's good. We're there. Line's good. Line's good, Rip. Just to your broom. Rip. Whoa, close. To your broom. Line's good. To your broom. Can't touch it. Line's good. 50. Can't touch it. Just to your broom. No, we're just top 4. You're good. Whoa. Drop. Real nice.
And never a lick put on it, as it'll stop right on top of the button.
Right to his broom.
Quality shot there.
Absolutely. They must be very pleasant conditions out there today. And all the sweepers seem to have peeled their jackets now and down to the shirt sleeves.
Even if we just
Absolutely. You know, these young guys, they'll go out there and work like dogs.
Oh, you got it, Andy.
Yeah.
We talk about attrition and fitness, and I don't think anybody out here is going to have any problem with that this week.
No, they just seem to be dedicated to their craft that way.
Andy Lloyd's offering now. Play the hit and roll and gently caress that other stone, bump it over just a shade. Really nice shot there from Mr. Lloyd.
Nice shot.
Shot stone remains Northern Ontario with a long center line guard. This rock should be wide open, so opportunity here for Northern Ontario to make a play at it. That task will fall to Mr. Matt Deiser.
There should be room that they can get an inside roll under that guard.
Yeah, you definitely don't want to leave a natural double there, so getting some inside action would be great. Makes contact, flips ever so gingerly back to the center line. Could have gotten more of a roll, but definitely a well-executed shot. And so with
He did get a little bit of a roll, so there doesn't allow any opportunity for Saskatchewan to roll under by hitting that. So.
Yeah, if they want to roll under, they've got to attack the slightly deeper stone that's on the button, and looks like they're going to do that with some hack weight here.
And they've elected to throw the out turn, I guess.
Certainly a mature call. Just trying to rearrange the angles, knowing that you don't have to go hard for a steal, but if one does present itself, you certainly want to be in a position to capitalize.
All right, Braden.
The rock will stay just a little bit on the high side and bump the yellow stone to the back of the 12. Shot stone now, Saskatchewan. However, it is wide open. There's a lot of yellow stones starting to collect now. Deiser second.
Whoa, whoa, little log. Whoa, whoa, girl. Curl. Hard. Whoa.
So he'll be just off the nose and roll big. That'll hang around in the 12-foot.
Managed to avoid the jam at the back.
Yeah, really nice shot there. A completely different end if you jam on the back. Now all of a sudden Northern Ontario lighting 3 with hammer here in the 4th.
If we're playing that, we play hack.
Lots of separation, no opportunities for doubles with any of these.
Do you like that? Like this?
Yeah, a little spooky now if you're Saskatchewan. Probably thinking about, hey, how can I only concede 2 in this end?
Timeout.
Timeout being called here on sheet 6. As the teams will come down and discuss their plan with their coaches, and Dustin McCush is going to have a word. We'll listen in.
If you leave it here, like, you can't do anything but jam.
I don't hate here because It takes away those two back ones, and they're not getting rid of it.
Even if you're here.
I like the freeze, and if you tap the rock, that's okay. Move it back. I like this a lot.
Yeah.
This isn't. That's a good shot.
We're kind of inland here, so we have to try and force here. Go hard for the steal, okay? And you have the center to still work with, right? So I think you just freeze it right on the nose. I like that. And if you tap it a rock, that's okay. Okay.
All right.
What's weight?
15-5 to T, so you're looking like a 15-8 here. Yeah, 15-8.
So with the plan put aside, logistics now the discussion amongst the team, talking about what weight to throw. They seem content to throw a freeze, maybe a little freeze tap. What do you think, Morris?
Yeah, I like either one of those calls. There was a lot of really good information shared, and we did hear them say they're looking at about a 15-8 as it sits just in front of the tee line here, biting top four. We were hearing times of about 14-8 in the first end, so that's come up about 5 feet from what it was earlier in the game. The other thing I really noticed was it's interesting, this competition. I think this is where coaching is going to go at this level. We have the coaches on the backboards, and the backboards are limited as far as size in this venue. But it used to be, as a coach, you used to get in trouble if you stepped down on the ice. The officials would be all over you. Now these coaches are allowed on the ice, and I think going forward, that's what you're going to see. So,
yeah, certainly the tides of change are rolling in. This Sawicki offering is looking to be a little bump at this point. They'll promote that stone to covering the pin. Would have loved to have stayed nose on that one, but now an opportunity for Northern Ontario.
I don't think that has accomplished what Saskatchewan really wanted.
No, and we've seen the extra weight on a lot of these shots can change the break point of the curl of these stones, and that one just a couple feet too heavy, and that's really all it takes. Dubinsky now for Northern Ontario.
We're like bump. Whoa. Bump, girl. Bump, hard, girl. Hard. Yep, hard. Hard for nose. Hard. Yep. Right through the hole. Nice.
Now that is a really nice audible on that shot there. We're looking for the inside roll, but ended up punching that redstone right through that hole. That is a tough hole to punch a rock through.
Very, very fine.
And they stayed, sweeping the curl and whoa, razor thin past both.
Not yet.
No, just a little heavy.
Very nice. Northern Ontario lying 4.
I like that.
Okay.
What kind of weight, sorry?
Control.
You got it.
So Saskatchewan now is going to have to make some granite move. Sawicki now, his second.
Control down.
Room. Clean. Whoa.
Control down, board.
Clean. Close.
No,
Close.
it's not moving.
Close.
No.
Yep. Whoa.
Hard roll.
Hard.
Trying to get that inside roll. Ends up with a double at the back.
That's nice.
Nice plan B.
That helps the cause.
That's a really good shot.
Yeah, you can see those that redstone is edge on edge with that center line guard. So not exactly an easy prospect to play with if you're Northern Ontario.
Wait, and to stick around.
And you'd love to make a play on that stone, especially to bring that yellow stone in the edge of the 12-foot into play.
Decided to peel the guard or run it back.
Yep.
Dubinsky now.
Play.
Straight peel. Looks like it's going to be the
straight peel.
Absolutely, and well executed.
Do we ever play like a bump on that?
That's too much, no?
And just
I
push
like
it
that.
here?
Smart decision on the part of Northern Ontario, though the run back would have been highly risky. And
Yeah.
Yeah, that would that can go sour really quick on you. And it's only the 4th end of this game. You're up 1 with hammer.
Roll Logan's way.
Getting 2 here is really good if you're Northern Ontario.
Control here, hey?
Good board.
Okay.
However, the power balance now lies in the hands of Saskatchewan as they can hit this stone and lie too.
Make sure we got nice clean on it.
Yeah.
Braden Heistad.
All right, let's make it Yep.
Settles in as he readies to deliver.
Forward.
Yep.
Forward down.
Yep.
Yep. Hard, boys.
Forward down.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Yep. Hard, boys. Hard, boys. Right up. Hard, boys.
Just by their own stone, and they'll find that just off the nose and actually get a little bit on the inside. Man, that was close.
Yeah,
Whew. Mamma mia. Though it sets up a fairly natural double here for the Northern Ontario rink.
Yeah, pretty much just nose hit, maybe slightly on the high side.
Yeah, it'd be a great opportunity to lie too with the hammer. This is Dallas Burgess settling into the hack. His first stone here in the fourth.
Successful double should also lead to sitting 2 in the house.
Hard. Whoa.
He'll catch that a little thick and end up jamming.
Okay.
Shot stone remains Saskatchewan.
Thought I had that. Good throw.
Certainly more weight than we've seen thrown this game, but makes sense if you're throwing a double.
Yeah, trying to move 2 rocks. Weight was necessary.
Yep.
Just didn't curl up quite as much as they wanted.
Yeah, absolutely. So another opportunity now for Saskatchewan to place a stone and really ensure that they can force Northern Ontario here in the fourth.
Okay. You said 9, right?
This is critical. Saskatchewan stays too on this shot.
Yeah, you
And
don't
to
want
sit either first or second shot.
warming the hand and settling into the hack is Braden Heisted. His final stone in the fourth.
Whoa.
Yep.
Clean.
Whoa.
Clean.
Whoa. Yep. Yep.
Clean.
Hard, boys.
No, whoa. Clean.
Yep.
Clean.
Whoa,
Clean.
Yep.
Clean. Clean.
Good shot, Braden.
That rock will be on the inside and flip back to the center. Maybe a little bit more than they would have desired, but it's okay. It doesn't look like there's a very easy double there that anyone's going to be trying to play with. It is there, but
yeah, it's
risky.
worth the risk. It looks like Northern Ontario common sense prevails here. It's going to make the open hit for one.
Yeah, absolutely. Really no point in this juncture to try and risk it for the two. Even if you get two, it doesn't break the game wide open, so get your single. And
that's right.
Even if you force the next end, you're still up with.
Yeah, sitting 4-2 at the end of 4 is not a bad position to be in.
I would take it. But then again, I'm not half as good as these youngsters. Final stone here in the fourth.
Oh, don't be so modest, Andrew.
Control down. Control down.
Wait. Whoa, girl. Hard.
Working to make this curl.
Play.
Easy breezy from Dallas Burgess of Northern Ontario as they'll put a single on the board in the fourth. 4-2 your score. We'll throw it to a quick break as the teams will take a 5-minute intermission. Stay tuned. We'll be right back. Get another coffee, grab another snack. Don't go anywhere, folks. to the Oakville Curling Club, where we are hosting the 2022 U18 Canadian Championships. My name is Andrew Denny. I'm joined in the booth by Morris Wilson, who's National Mentor Coach at this event. Morris, thank you so much for taking the time to be with us here this morning.
My pleasure, Andrew. It's great to be here.
Really good sweep.
First rock is in the house there. Undoubtedly, Saskatchewan will go back to the corner guard game, as they'd love to score at least 2 here with the hammer in the 5th. Blank is an option.
And just looking for something in zone 2, about halfway in the corner guard.
Hard, Andy. Hard, Andy. Hard, wait.
That's good.
Morris, you and I had a really interesting discussion during the 4th end break about draw weight and the mechanics behind it, and your research in trying to figure out what's the best way to deliver a draw.
Well, Andrew, I found in the research I've been doing over the past few years, and I mean, it goes back to 2002 when I was doing my level 3 coaches technical, and there's a gentleman from Toronto area, Keith Riley, who was used to be the head official for Canadian curling, on ice official, and he was also an experienced coach, and he planted the seed in my mind in 2002. And I guess I must be a slow learner, because I've taken till 20 years to kind of get where I am right now. I taught for 28 years, and I always joke with my daughters, 2 of them are teachers, that after 28 years I finally figured out what teaching was all about, and it applies to coaching too, and that is, if you want the right answer, you got to ask the right question.
Certainly.
So that also applies to announcers too.
Absolutely. A lot of congruencies between coaching and teaching. And, your transition to here in the booth has been a natural one, considering this is your first ever broadcast. Just a pleasure to be here with you.
Well, thank you. And I'll continue with the draw weight again in a minute. Let's just watch to see some of this, and I'll point out a few of my ideas as we go along.
Absolutely. Saskatchewan's trying to employ that double corner guard.
Good.
Successfully.
18 on that.
Yeah, really nice stagger there.
Anyway, now watching, because we are going to be getting some draw shots here. I've been really watching with this U18 championship, and I also did at the Ontario Men's Tankard this year. It's just watch the leg drive and where they're finishing up. Now Matt just threw this one, and his follow through took him to about the hog line. And I think that's an ideal finish position. Anywhere 2 feet before the hog line to 2 feet over the hog line. And your leg drive stays consistent with that, and then where you wanting to place the rock will be done through arm extension. So not a push, an arm extension. So from your elbow to your fingers.
Yeah, you brought up a great point about training small muscles versus big muscles.
So much easier.
And that's an excellent result there from Mr. Dyser. 3 Northern Ontario Stones in the house with 2 Saskatchewan corner guards, and if you're Saskatchewan, this is where you want to be. You've got your infrastructure. Now it's time to get busy in the house. Andy Lloyd delivering now.
Now you see with this takeout shot how much further he slides with that. So you are having to use stronger leg muscles for a shot such as this.
Yeah, and most of these athletes are going to be using a 1/4 inch slider as well, so it definitely lends to their ability to slide smooth and not decelerate during their delivery.
Now that was still just hacked weight, so maybe he didn't need to slide as much there, and he could have used that his arm extension slightly more than that.
3/4.
And Northern Ontario playing it safe. They're going to start peeling these corner guards, understanding their value to the Saskatchewan rink. Dyser now, his second.
Yep. Whoa. Yep. Yep. Yes. Hard. 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 Yep. Hard. Okay, that's fine. Okay.
He'll hit the first stone on the nose, ends up spilling both Saskatchewan guards, but leaves his shooter right there. Nice angle there, as you can see the current situation in the house. Northern Ontario still sitting 2.
Gun or this?
You got enough for this? Yes? Okay.
Board, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't get there with control, so.
Especially for a roll and
Good board.
So a good discussion there between teams, or between the teams, sorry, as they wanted to get their weight correct. They think that board weight's going to be the best option for them to make this inside roll.
Clean. Whoa. Clean. Whoa.
Yeah, it's all very proactive communication out here today. We're not hearing people reacting to things. We're hearing them
Never.
try to make comments and communicate in a way that's going to help their teammates, make their game better.
Okay, that's good.
As the Lloyd offering is on the high side of the stone, rolls to a half in the 12-foot.
some stuff here.
Alright. Okay.
Northern Ontario now electing to attack that Saskatchewan stone, which is second shot with some hack weight. Jackson Dubitsky now delivering.
Hack. Play. Yep. Whoa. Girl. Hard, girl. Hard. Yeah, you're good.
Sweeping to make that one curl. He'll roll big. Stay mostly in the 8-foot, just above the tee line. It's a really nice shot.
It was just funny. You're like hard. Just like girl.
Yeah, a few options here now for
Yeah, I like the
Saskatchewan.
Top one.
Top. Yeah, we might get
Trying to get
these
some
people.
feedback from
Yeah.
the rest of the team
Like
on which
9
option they should
or
select.
10.
Okay.
Okay, like 9-5.
Certainly the crux of the issue being on where they want to have their shooter stop. Plenty of options to bounce
I
off
think they're
of.
making the right decision here. Play the top. When in doubt, play the top rock.
Clean. Yep.
Logan Sawicki's first offering.
Whoa. Close.
Clean.
Whoa.
Watch the other way.
Whoa. Yep. Yeah. Ah. Okay.
That'll be on the nose and punch the yellow stone through the uprights.
Okay.
So didn't get the roll they were looking for, but certainly a couple of jam candidates now that Northern Ontario will have to navigate. Both these teams employing quieter hit weight really well in this competition thus far, and that's a point you brought up earlier, Morris.
For sure. I'm very impressed with that for a young team.
Absolutely. You know, the inclination is always just put the broom on the nose and throw a high, hard one, but those days are long gone.
Yeah, no, they're making very smart decisions.
Oh, double jam at the back as Saskatchewan will collect their stones now. That is just
Yeah, it's unfortunate.
very unfortunate.
Although I think they did get a friendly roll that the spin back has it a second shot at least.
That is helpful. Let's have a look. Yeah, it looks like it did spin back for second shot. And the angle of that stone, it's going to make it very difficult to make that yellow stone go away. So Saskatchewan with hammer here in the 5th. They've got something brewing.
But yeah, it certainly has changed around.
Clean.
Maybe a touchdown.
Down.
And that goes back to the value of hitting the top stone.
Top one.
And like you said,
Hard, guys.
312.
Hard, boys.
12.
Heads down. Heads down.
12.
Hard
8,
finish.
8.
Top 8.
Gotta curl.
8, 4.
Hard
We'll
finish.
take a
Hard
look
finish.
then.
Oh, 4.
Stay close.
Great.
Hard finish.
Yep.
Hard, boys.
Hard. That a boy. Good shot.
really nice draw there from Mr. Sawicki.
Terrible hit.
Yeah, very well placed.
Yeah, they managed it well too. That's a great angle of just how buried that stone is. It's a long guard. It'd still be accessible with a hack weight shot.
Like half.
That is a ton of
Yeah, continually impressed by the level of communication of all these teams. You know, these are under 18-year-old athletes. They're still very young and very fresh in their curling careers, and they are communicating like old wily veterans out there.
Well, and again, you'd need to commend the coaches. Both teams have got experienced coaches. Dustin's a very young coach, but tons of experience with international championships, Canadian and Alberta Junior Championships to his record. And Brian Burgess also played in the Kia Brier 2001 as a third for Al Hackner. So both of these guys have got heaps of experience plus their coaching credentials. And but that experience certainly puts them in good stead to share with their young athletes and help them negotiate through this whole process.
Yeah, a lot of good experience playing with the Iceman, I'm sure. That 2001 Brier, I believe, was in Ottawa, Ontario.
You want to take a hairless ice?
Yeah.
Your hometown?
My hometown. I was actually at that Brier, but I paid to get in. So.
Top 8, get full 8. I like.
Yeah.
Leave it a little
Saskatchewan
higher,
currently
like
sitting
half
1.
Top, right?
Shot stone half in the 8 foot at the back.
Full 12, but I like top 8 or full 8 for this best spot, I think.
4. We got on the last, so it started
We
to slow
took
down a little
we
bit.
took a sliver less than Logan here,
Okay.
so
Yeah, that should be good then.
we can go for finish at the end.
Yeah.
If it weight's good. Just make sure we're above T.
Yep.
Really good discussion there. Just talking about the weight, what their options are, what they can and can't throw.
Yeah, great exchange. Great exchange.
Heistad's first here in the 5th.
Line's good.
Felt good.
Andy. Andy's
All
rock.
you. Andy's rock.
Andy's rock.
Andy's rock.
Andy.
That's rock tracking a little bit.
Finish if you can.
No.
Need it to stop.
That's okay.
That'll grind up right on the tee line.
Yeah, that's what I got.
Should still be available for the Northern Ontario rink for them to make a play on it.
Well, you can see definitely over half of that rock, but the guard is long, so there's room to negotiate around that.
Yeah, we've seen really good late finish on this surface here on sheet 6, giving the players all sorts of options.
Yeah, they haven't watched games on all sheets throughout the course of this week. Every sheet is in tremendous condition, and it's not a wild snapping finish. But it is a really nice, hard but smooth finish into the tee line or into the 4 foot area.
Yeah, absolutely. Sometimes you play on an arena surface and it literally looks like the rock is moving sideways on you. Not the case here at the Oakville Curling Club.
No, very easy to read.
Absolutely. Dallas Burgess now, his final stone here in the 5th.
Wait. Whoa, girl. Hard, girl. Hard, girl. Hard, roll. Good.
Nice shot there as they navigate that guard ever so gingerly and end up hitting it on the nose.
Excellent shot.
No, but I kicked you on accident.
I think it's always coming back into this, right?
Yeah, it might.
It's always touching this.
Just this. Hackway.
Yeah, Saskatchewan exploring their options. Maybe there were 3 available, but electing against it.
Nice hack. Okay.
Because we can roll all the way over here.
Yeah.
You just gotta
I
push
like
it.
that.
Just gotta get past the guard. It's pretty high.
There,
Good hack.
good hack.
Yeah.
So a consensus is reached. They're going to play a hack waiter at this one and just punch it out. You don't have to move it too far. You just got to move it out of the 8 foot.
Yeah.
Okay,
Sounds good to me.
you can roll.
Yeah, I think this is a good decision there.
Out.
Yeah, get your 2, tie the game up.
The other options are risky.
Okay. You got it.
You guys want to get this?
Yeah, those are more of
Get that.
if you're in the late ends and you need points, maybe you try it. But in this situation, this game is far from done.
This doesn't call for desperation.
Absolutely not. So Saskatchewan with an opportunity to score 2 here in the 5th end with Hammer. And you can bet they'll be thrilled with the deuce. A hack waiter on the way.
Hack weight.
Final stone here in the 5th for Braden Heistad.
Which one? Forward.
Whoa.
Forward.
Clean.
No.
Clean.
No.
Right off.
A lot of rotation on this shot.
Yeah, sweeper's calling board right out of his hands as well. They'll make contact, but they will roll too far. That'll spill out of the house. So an unforced error leads to a score of 1 for Saskatchewan in the 5th. And a little bit of frustration there from Braden Heistad.
Just, considerably more rotation than what Braden has been throwing on the shots, and that may have been what just kept it a little bit straighter along that center line.
Yeah, a little extra rotation definitely will have that rock running straighter without a more pronounced break point.
And he was also calling for hack weight before the shot, and I think that was just a little bit firmer than hack weight.
Certainly did look that way from the booth. 4-3 our score. Northern Ontario leads as we'll progress to the 6th end. Northern Ontario will have hammer in this 6th end. Morris, you see Braden Heistad, when he was in the hack, he always warms his hands prior to throwing the stone. We talk about habits, and we talk about repeating those habits to get comfortable in the hack. Do you believe in a pre-shot process?
Oh, absolutely. In fact, often at clinics, and I'm doing it at camps that I work at, we'll spend a lot of time on setup and pre-shot routine. Like the statistics kind of show that at least 80% of shots that are missed happen because of faulty setup. You know, I don't know whether you've been in the situation where you've been sliding out of the hack and all of a sudden you think, oh, I forgot to do that.
More often than I'd like to admit.
I do it more often on the golf course and forget things in my pre-shot routine. But setup and pre-shot routine are critical to it. And I'll often ask athletes, how many parts to your setup? How many parts to your pre-shot routine? And the typical answer is about maybe 6 or 8 if they think about it. And then when they actually take the time to go through it, it's probably more like 25.
Yeah, a little bit of an audit there can oftentimes show off what you're doing and what you're not doing. Mm-hmm. And it really does take an outside perspective to do that, because innately when you're sitting in the hack, you're not always thinking about deliberately what am I doing. It's just such a routine. You feel it, right? You don't think about it. You're just feeling it.
That's absolutely right. Yeah. When you get into game situations, the thinking part of it should really go with. There's 2 things to think about: line and weight. And once you get your line, then it's just trying to get the feel of weight. You know.
Really good, man.
You think about what the skip's asking you to throw, but you need to feel that weight.
Certainly true. We've got a long Saskatchewan guard, center line, and Northern Ontario very successfully coming around it. Ryder Helmekji now.
Line's tight. Stop. Line's tight. Line's a little tight. We're soft. Hard line. Straight.
Hard, buddy. Hard, Andy.
Hard, spill it.
Sweeper's working to get that by the guard. It'll wreck off the front. Try and spill this shooter into the house for a biter. Looks like it spins in.
Just in.
Now, because of the free guard zone, you're actually allowed to measure that stone, but it looks like it's in enough to not necessitate that.
I think both skips will kind of come to a consensus here if they did want to play that.
I'm mine there.
Northern Ontario up 1 with hammer here in the 6th.
However, I would say I did hear the officials in the pre-competition coaches meeting tell them all, if in doubt, make sure you measure, make sure the rings are consistent. And a great habit to get into at competitions of this caliber is, make sure. I've been in national championships with teams and found the rings could be off as much as quarter inch.
Yeah, certainly can be the case, when you're painting or measuring. Have you ever done an install, Morris, at a curling club?
Yeah, back in the paint days. I haven't done them recently with the new inserts that they put in. I'm sure it's certainly much easier.
Yeah, I mean, even still when you're measuring, things can go a little awry pretty quickly.
I tried to avoid torturing my knees any more than they need to anymore.
Very wise.
Room. Lock your room. Ryder's rock. Ryder, go.
Northern Ontario sitting shot in the top of the 4-foot, and Saskatchewan offering towards it.
Go, 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 go. Go, go, anything.
I got it.
They'll punch it on the nose and shoot it straight back. That'll rest in the middle of the 8-foot, right
Very
on top
nice
of
shot.
it. Yeah, absolutely. Right.
Excellent weight.
Nice disciplined shot.
Yeah, I've been very impressed with the decisions both these teams are making today. Very mature.
Yeah, most certainly. Both these teams are calling the game exactly how you'd want to play it.
Easy, Bob. Girl. Hard,
Dubinsky
girl.
now for Northern Ontario.
Hard. We're like hack. Hard, girl. Hard. Hard, you got it. Hard, you got it. Straight. Hard. Yep. Roll. Hard roll.
So they'll make contact with the stone and roll away.
Another good choice
Boy.
for weight.
Yeah, excellent weight control there.
Good sweeping.
Brought the sweepers in, swept it for keeping it straight, and then swept for curl.
Yeah.
A little bit trickier to get the rocks to dance with those World Curling Federation approved Oxford 420D heads, but can still make it happen.
And if we do this, it's not awful. Okay. Yeah, I like this call. It's either that or this.
I don't hate that either.
I don't hate that either. What do you guys like?
Can you see much of the yellow on the side?
I got half.
I like the hit on the yellow and roll over, but
Okay, we're playing the hit.
that's what I like.
Yeah, the training that these young athletes get now, and programs like Next Gen programs, and nationally and provincially, and the summer camps that they're able to go to, and high performance camps that are available to them, and high level coaching that's available. They're so much further ahead than athletes of the past.
Yep.
Yeah, it certainly is looking great for the future of curling in Canada. Saskatchewan employing Plan B on that shot. Coming off the guard and spilling in. Good spot there in the top of the 8-foot.
Can you get there?
Shot stone remains 1 and 2 for Northern Ontario. And they do have hammer here in the 6th. Dubinsky now. His second.
Bomb. Play. Yep. Bomb. Hard. Whoa. Girl. Hard. Hard. Yep. Hard. Girl. Hard. Yep. Hard. Right up. Hard over. Any roll. Good.
My apologies to Matt Dyser, as that was Matt Dyser throwing. I got ahead of myself in my rock count. I'll expect an angry email from him in my inbox.
Or this.
Stuff happens.
Oh, it happens all the time.
What do you like?
Okay. 10.
Three stones in the house here for Northern Ontario in the 6th. Logan Sawicki now for Saskatchewan, his first.
Clean. Control.
Close. Yep.
Close. Yep. Hard.
Hard, boys.
Hard.
Hard, boys.
Hard, boys. Really hard.
That'll overcurl. It'll be thin and spill the shooter all the way out. Tough luck for Saskatchewan. I would have really liked to have stuck around.
Saskatchewan was having problems with the ice in the first half, but they seemed to overcome that until that one. That fooled them.
Yeah, definitely
Big
across the
overcurl.
nose. Yeah, definitely.
I just thought you said whoa, Logan. So
What?
I thought you said whoa.
Oh,
Northern Ontario still sitting 2 with a free opportunity to place one now with a just off center line guard to work with. This is Jackson Dubinsky, the real Jackson Dubinsky.
Top 8. Top 8. Line's good. Top 8. Line's good. Line's real good.
Top 4.
Top 4.
Top 4 right now.
Got me D, boys.
T.
Not D.
T right now.
It's really gliding, but it's just it's got to sit. Whoa.
This one's sliding a bit on them.
That just delayed forever.
Yeah, that is cruising, and it'll actually find its home behind the tee line, full 4-foot. My, oh my, what an opportunity now for Saskatchewan.
Fun.
Things going so well for Northern Ontario in this end. They slip 1.5 feet deep, and
Yeah.
Saskatchewan can get out of trouble with a really nice freeze on this one.
Do you like this ice?
Let's just watch where the follow through goes on this shot and see where he ends up with his finish position in relation to the hog line.
Good. Hair tight. Tight.
So
Andy,
just about the
go.
hog line, just slightly over the follow through.
Andy, hard.
Yeah, very natural release as well. Not too much of an ad.
No,
Where are we? Where?
Hard boys, you got it.
nice manageable
You got it, boys,
rotation.
hard.
You got it, T.
They're sweeping for line.
Oh, take a look, take a look, take a look.
Straight. Yes.
Hard boys.
Hard.
Nyrock will stop on the tee line. Shot stone is Saskatchewan. Looks like that rock had plenty as it crossed the hog line, but it might be starting to get a little chewy down the slide path.
Yeah, sixth end, that could happen.
Dubinsky now.
Though I'm sure at Oakville Club they're using jet ice, and it's renowned for kind of holding its pebble and standing up.
Absolutely.
Matt.
Timeout now being called. Team Saskatchewan want to have a discussion. We'll listen in.
And I don't mind you guarding on your second too. I think it's a good chance to steal here and tie it up here. So I kind of like the guard if you guys do.
Yeah, I'm good with the guard.
The thing is, if you hit and if you still roll like a rock and a half, you could still leave a nose double or tree. So I think the guard's a call. So perfect placement is like
That's fine too, yeah. But I think guard.
Yeah, I think you split the
Guard does the same
I
thing.
think you split the center line about halfway tight.
Yeah.
Because we can't have it too long, and he has a hack leader to tip it out, right? So I
I'd
think
rather
like
come top, fight the 12.
And that is like super hard. He always jams, I think. So
I like coming with the out turn,
okay,
right?
so tight, halfway tight,
I kind of like there.
splitting, whatever makes
yeah, I like that.
It's not been curling too much this way.
Okay.
Like you were there on your draw. Yeah, it's maybe just a hair slower. I like there.
You got it, buddy.
A good discussion there, Andrew. Dustin, Coach Dustin, he gave them some options and talked about placement of the rock and they're kind of thinking ahead to what the next shot will be as well, too, with some of the decisions they're making here, and then good communication from the team
Split center for sure.
to discuss it and come up with a team decision on this one.
Yeah, highlighting that they were optimistic and opportunistic about getting a steal this end. So Coach just wanting that timeout to have a quick discussion and go over their goals.
Yeah, good way to phrase that.
Let's make it.
Encouraging words from Mr. Heisted as he sets to deliver his first rock here in the sixth end.
Three guard.
Line's good.
Three. Line's good. Ryder's rock right now.
3.
Okay, line's good.
Andy.
Andy's rock right now.
Andy.
No.
Andy.
Goggle. Finish. Whoa. Finish a little, yeah. Whoa.
Good job, Braden.
That rock crossing center line and stopping. Really nice shot covering that guard.
That's as good as we could have made it.
Yeah, they're happy with that. They had talked at one point about getting in top 12 and just kind of corner freezing to the yellow rock, but they're quite happy with that position.
Yeah, mission accomplished there for Saskatchewan on that stone as Northern Ontario will be peeling it out. I can't see a situation where they'd be playing a run back here. Dallas Burgess, his first.
Little boy.
Straight peel is made.
It's gonna be a fun one to watch. This fishtail, like, good shot.
The guard will be replaced by Saskatchewan, and
Same shot. Yeah.
that'll essentially force Northern Ontario to draw for their single.
Yeah, and they seem to be happy if that guard stayed in just about the same spot as the last one.
We can honestly be a little tighter to the rings on this one. Like,
Or a little tighter.
All about preference here on sheet 6.
all right, let's make it, boys.
Saskatchewan drawing or guarding to protect, trying to secure a steal here in the 6th end. Their final stone.
Line's good.
Felt safe. It's felt good.
12.
Ryder's rock.
12. On its own.
Ryder, you're rock.
12, 12. 12, 8. We're in. 12, 8. Oh. 12, 8.
Let it curl if you can.
Oh, just leave it.
Curl.
Curl,
Yep,
curl,
yep,
curl.
yep,
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 yep, yep, yep.
Curl.
That rock slipping a little deeper than anticipated. Yeah, and now a double opportunity here for Northern Ontario.
It's not a gimme, but it is there.
Yeah, and it would be for 4
I think we give up 2 if we stop, but
if you make it perfect.
Actually, this angle, it does look a little bit easier than it did from the house view. And that's what he's going to see from the hat.
we got it firm. I threw it.
Yeah, I mean, a couple feet later on that Saskatchewan offering, it curls up a little more. It's you have the edge-on-edge effect on that other rock in the top of the 12-foot.
We had touch more.
Really close shot. Just hung a little and rolled a little deep. Either way, big shot here coming up in the 6th end.
This is huge.
Final stone, Dallas Burgess in 6. Sweeper's never touching it. Makes contact with both. Spills it. Shot. What a throw. Dallas Burgess securing a score of 4 for Northern Ontario in the 6th end. Very nicely done. You can see that. That was pure the whole way. Sweeper's never touched it. Just barely, in a big celebration there from Northern Ontario.
He caught it perfectly, but a quarter inch. If it curls a quarter inch less, they don't get it. It hits that yellow, makes contact with first.
Yeah, that is an extremely finesse shot.
Very precise.
Quite a show here at the Oakville Curling Club here on sheet 6. A score of 4 in the 6th end is really extend the lead here for Northern Ontario over top of Saskatchewan number 2. Goodness. Didn't see that one coming, but I still liked the timeout from Coach Dustin McCush. I liked the idea behind it. They were looking really good for that steal and just...
Yeah. That the last guard just did slip a little deeper than they wanted to, and even if it had overlapped with the yellow one, would have been much better off than what it ended up. It did allow them that double opportunity, and Dallas Burgess was precise with it, and the sweepers handled it perfect. The line call was great. Great team shot.
Absolutely. So hindsight always 20/20. Instead, our score is 8-3 in favor of Northern Ontario. 2 ends left to play in our feature match here at sheet 6.
And that's a nicely placed first rock.
Yeah, full
Control
4-foot.
things for Northern Ontario.
You know Saskatchewan's going to be employing double guards. They've been doing it all game, and at a 5-point deficit, they will really be going for it.
Line's tight.
2.
Saskatchewan will have hammer in the 7th. Certainly not out of reach. If you can score a 3 here.
Oh, 2 are deep.
8-6, a steal of 2 is never out of contention. Difficult, but never impossible.
No, that's good.
And you never give up.
Okay.
This corner guard is a little deep, but still a great throw. Sets up for a nice long corner guard on the next one. Sinclair offering is just going to be thrown through.
Huh?
That's a scoreboard play.
Got it close to that one.
1-2. 1-2.
Ryder Helmixy now.
Yeah, these guys come from Thunder Bay area, and of course, well-known curler and coach up there, Rick Lang, is a big advocate of the KISS method. That is, keep it simple and smart, and that's exactly what they did with that call.
Rick Lang, certainly a legend in his own right. Had the pleasure of having a couple discussions with Rick in Thunder Bay at this year's Scotties Tournament of Hearts, as he was coaching the Krista McCarville rink. Always a wealth of knowledge and a great big smile on his face. So, and his team having a lot of success, making the final there in front of a hometown crowd, or at least the volunteers. Another rock will be thrown through the house for Northern Ontario. Andy Lloyd now. His first.
Weight's good.
Go softer.
Just me.
One good. Straight.
Room.
One good. Whoa. Ryder, stay close. Yeah, Ryder. Go,
Hard Ryder.
Yep.
Ryder.
One behind T if you get here.
Okay, we're good.
Yep.
Very nice result there from Mr. Lloyd, as Saskatchewan will bring those corner guards into play.
Like 3/4.
And to the surprise of no one, Northern Ontario, with the expiration of the 5-rock rule, will be peeling. Matt Dyser now.
Whoa. Clean it.
Those are very colorful shoes, Matt's
You're good.
sporting there.
Yeah, hard to miss it. Shades of a very neon Ontario green. Andy Lloyd now.
Might
More
be
room.
close.
Ryder rock.
Lots of room.
Always
Okay, let me
Ryder.
transition around.
Come around. Yeah, straight.
I got it.
One behind T.
Curl.
One behind T.
Hard.
So that rock slipping a little deep, and full credit to the Saskatchewan rink. They called the audible early in that shot to try and play that come around behind everything.
Or just pick it. Yeah, if you're ever tight, that's fine. Yeah. I mean, you peel that, you give them 3, we're up 2 wins. You play this, and if you're ever tight, you get one of the top ones. Okay. Yeah.
So a good discussion there from the Northern Ontario rink, talking about do we peel the guard, and essentially is a concession of 2 or 3.
Yep. Hard. Yep.
Dubinsky's first.
Yep. Hard. Yep. Whoa. That's even better. Good.
As they'll pick the top stone and leave the Saskatchewan stone behind the tee line.
Yeah, might as well go for the back range. That one's wide open.
It's even better.
If you're ever tight.
It's an 8-3 lead. I guess as long as you make some noise and make something go away.
Behind.
Yeah, Northern Ontario talking about even if they did concede a 3, they're still
Top 8.
up 2 with the hammer in the 8th end, and that's a very comfortable position to be in.
5.
And they've looked sharp this game.
Indeed, they have.
Hair tight.
We're close.
Logan Sawicki now.
Tight.
Top 8.
We're tight. Andy.
Yeah, just Saskatchewan, particularly early in the game, just too many half shots have hurt their effort today. They've made some fine shots as well, but just the kind of inconsistency in those half shots have come back to haunt them a bit.
Okay.
Yeah, the
The
scoreboard.
hit and rolls out.
Yeah.
The problem.
The scoreboard not exactly indicative of how well Saskatchewan was playing. They were a steal away from tying this game,
Absolutely.
and it was looking really good for that steal, and just a little bit of unfortunate luck, and a really nice shot from Dallas Burgess manifested a 4. But that's curling.
Disgusting.
It happens.
No.
Okay, just
Thank you.
Jesus.
Opportunity now for Northern Ontario to remove that lone Saskatchewan stone.
Normal. Wait. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Dubinsky's second.
Hard. Hard. Good.
Yeah.
Real nice. Attaboy. Attaboy.
It'll hit and flop.
Like perfect. Yeah, you never kill me.
So 2 Saskatchewan quarter guards lay staggered on the left-hand side of your screen. 2 Northern Ontario stones occupy the top of the 4-foot and the space behind the tee line. Saskatchewan now going to have to get creative in an effort to orchestrate some scoring. A single will probably not be enough, so they're going to have to find a way to cook up a 2 or more. There is an opportunity to come to that stone in the back 4. It's available. That'll fall to Logan Sawicki with his second.
Hair tight. Line's tight.
Hair up.
Line's tight.
Oh, stay close, guys.
However, even a perfect corner freeze in this one will still allow Northern Ontario to get rid of both the rocks behind the tee line. They'd be happy to sacrifice their own.
Back 4. Yep.
Yeah, without a doubt.
Whoa. Rider.
Stop back 4, boys.
Yeah, so that rock grabbing a little and stopping, just biting the top of the 4-foot.
Came up several feet short of where they thought it was going to be. Not a bad effort, though. I mean, they can certainly work with that now. It's a tough rock for Northern Ontario to remove.
Yeah, Northern Ontario would have been happier if that rock wasn't there.
Yeah, I think so.
Now, yeah.
I hate doing it, but I think so.
Doesn't seem to be the right shot, but maybe it is.
Yeah, on skip stones.
It's a very defensive call.
Yeah, you shot 2.
They're locked on.
There is a natural double there. If Saskatchewan can go nose-nose, they'll lose both yellows. It's just a matter of, if you're comfortable giving up a 2 or a 3, which Northern Ontario did confirm they are doing. You certainly don't want to make the shot for Saskatchewan and throw any sort of weight at that pile. So, though it defies convention, don't mind the guard here. Dallas Burgess, his first here in the 7th.
2-3. Line's good. 2-3. Yeah, Riv. Line's good. Line's good, not close. We're like frozen. Like top 12. We're a 3. We're like top 12. Yeah. It's just a 3. Just for 1. Real good. That'll work.
So that rock will slip into the top 12. Still mission accomplished-ish.
On this, I bet you this one goes.
Yeah, maybe a little bit deeper than what they wanted. Makes the run back a little bit easier, but maybe the run back isn't just the answer either. I'm sure they'll be looking to explore all options here with just 2 shots left in this end.
Absolutely, and a real pivotal point or a little bit of extra butter on your biscuit would be rolling that shooter into a biter.
You got it.
Still going to need a little bit of help here to get a big score rolling.
Thick has. Yeah, we gotta be closer to 3/4.
Peel weight.
Yeah, 8. Okay. Try and roll it as far as we can. Yeah.
Well, get your cameras ready because we're about to see some granite moving.
Very deliberate in his setup. His pre-shot routine.
High stats first.
Whoa! No!
Needs to curl.
Hard.
He'll be straight back and make that natural double. Shot stone is now Saskatchewan.
Got rid of both yellows. That's Northern Ontario had been sitting 2. Great effort.
Yeah, certainly a start.
Just running his in.
You know, with the options that were in front of Saskatchewan, that was probably the best they could have done.
Oh, yeah, I guess.
For sure.
What do you got of that? You have like a third. A third? 1/3. I don't hate trying it, just miss wide. I guess we could let it. Well, you still gotta. I like trying this. Just miss it wide. Keep this. Why don't you just peel the red nose? Nose? Well, you're getting the back one anyway.
So options being discussed now by Northern Ontario.
I like this call.
They seem to be comfortable playing this slight angle raise.
For 3, so. Unless I tick him in.
Oh boy.
Not a good thought to put in your mind before throwing this.
Yeah, hopefully you can just laugh that one off. It is funny. They confirm they can see about a third of this stone from the hack, so certainly an available shot. Northern Ontario's final stone in the 7th.
Yeah. Whoa, whoa. Girl. Hard. You got it. Hard.
That's very nicely done as they'll make that shot. They talked about how to miss it prior to throwing in. They said miss wide if anything.
Yeah. Well executed.
Full for it.
Yeah, nice thin, very natural angle. Just make it go away.
Play as a 4. Hey.
No risk of Saskatchewan scoring a 2 here now. And they're going to be forced to draw for a single.
What do you guys think for speed here?
15-2.
Just a little slower?
Yeah.
Okay.
The speed seems to be holding up.
15-2 is still extremely quick.
This last rock in the 7th end.
Line's good. Rider's wrong.
Close.
On the tee.
Rider.
Top 4.
Rider.
Hard rider.
Hard rider.
Yep.
Hard rider.
Hard
Hard
rider.
rider. Hard. Just down.
Darroch found some curl and it'll actually wreck off the front.
Game, guys.
That'll be a steal of 2, and that'll be it for our feature game here on
Velcro time.
sheet 6.
2 yellow.
10-3 the final score, and yeah, that was a tighter game than the scoreboard would indicate, Morris.
It was. Well, one end told the tale, really. And also a fine shot in that last 7th end, too. And from Northern Ontario skip Dallas Burgess.
Absolutely.
So he made 2 key shots with his last shot in late ends that kind of turned things around and turned a close game into, an early end.
It happens. That's curling for you. We'll be back with more 2022 U18 Canadian Curling Championship action this afternoon at 2:45. We thank you for joining us, and have a wonderful afternoon. See you soon.